to adjust as you come onto your mat. And let's go the other way, drawing the shoulders forwards and round. Start to feel that stretch across your upper back. And then taking a little twist, catch the knee and look over the shoulder. And then twist, catch the knee and look over the shoulder. And again, going the other way, looking over the shoulder. And again, one more. Then bring the hands around your knees and gently start to pull your body back, rounding through your spine. And then draw your body back on up, push down into your fingertips, lift the chin up and open the chest a little. And then come on down again, hands around the knees, gently drawing back, stretch across the upper back. And then coming back on up, push down into your fingers, offer the chest up, lifting the chin up. And then drawing all the way back down. Okay, and just letting your palms face up and shutting your eyes. And taking a nice long deep breath in through your nose. And slowly breathing out through your nose. Taking a long deep breath in. And breathing all the way back out. Taking a long deep breath in. And breathing all the way back out. And then taking a longer, deeper breath in. And gently nodding your chin and holding on to your breath. And raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Taking a long deep breath in. Gently nodding your chin and holding on to your breath. And then raising your chin back up and slowly breathing all the way back out again. And taking a long deep breath in. And now breathe all of the way back out and go right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Lower down your chin and holding your breath out. Raising your chin gently up and take a deep breath in. And one more time, breathing out. Again, breathing out as completely as you can. Lower down your chin, holding your breath out. And then as we raise the chin back up, long deep breath in and out, and now feeling that the breath is a little better regulated. You're taking deeper breaths in and out. As take a breath in, raising your arms high above your head, clasping your fingers, and as you breathe out, take a small rotation with your upper body. And breathing in to come back. Again, breathing out, taking a small rotation with your upper body. Breathing in to come back. And breathing out, let's lower down your hands. And gently draw yourself up onto your knees. And take a sit back upon the heels. Spreading your fingers out nice and wide. Looking up between your hands, drawing your body nice and slowly up and along the ground, rolling down your shoulders and lifting the chin up. Drawing up into a cat stretch, rolling up through your shoulders and your back. And then taking your head and your tailbone away and sitting back down onto your heels. Take a breath in as you draw the body to pull up and along the ground, lifting your chin up. And as you breathe out, let's gently draw up through the shoulders, through the back. Breathing in, take the head and tailbone away. Breathing out to sit on back. Breathing in as we draw the body up and along the ground. And now breathing out, let's curl the toes, sending your hips away, your head down through your arms. Breathing in, draw forwards to a high plank. Then breathing out to bend your knees and sit back to your heels. Breathing in as you draw the body to pull up and along the ground, lifting the chin up. And as you breathe out, curling with your toes, hips go back and the head draws down. Breathing in, come on forwards to a high, strong plank. Breathing out, bend your knees and sit back upon your heels. Breathing in as we draw the body to pull up and along the ground. Breathing out to curl the toes and send the hips back and the head down through your arms. Breathing in, draw forwards to a strong plank. Breathing out, bend your knees and sit back. Breathing in as you draw the body up and along the ground, lifting the chin up. And breathing out, curling with your toes and sending the hips back. Breathing in forwards to a strong plank. Breathing out, bending your knees and sit back. Couple more times, breathing in to draw the body through. And breathing out, hips going back and lengthening all the way along the back body. Breathing in forwards to strong plank. And breathing out, bending the knees and sitting back. And the last one, breathing in, pull the body up and through. And as you breathe out, hips go back and we stay in the downward dog. And if we can tread down from one foot to the other now, just gently working the hips a little from one side to the other. And just checking in with your energy, checking in with how your body feels today. Rolling the hips just a little from side to side if you can. And then leaving the heels down and walking your hands back in towards your feet. And when you get there, take a hold of your elbows, drop your forehead down, take a deep breath in, and just sigh and let your body hang. Again, deep breath in. Give a little sigh, feel the stretch through the hamstrings and the back. One more time, deep breath in. And as you sigh out, let go of your arms, bending the knees as you unroll through your spine. Take a deep breath in as you get to the top. And as you breathe out, pushing away into a side body bend. Breathing in to come back up. Again, breathing out, pressing out of your waist into the side body bend. Breathing in to come back up. Breathing out, letting your arms all the way back down. Coming on up to the top of your mat and we'll come into our first round of sun salutations. Take a breath in, raising both arms. As you breathe out, let's dive the body on forwards, bending your knees where you need to. Breathing in, right leg, stepping back, taking your knee to the ground and lifting your chin up. Breathing out, let's step back and hold to a high plank. And breathe in, lower to your knees, belly and chest. Breathing out, press away from the ground, elbows in, shoulders down. Breathing in as you lower. And breathing out to push off the ground to plank and back off into downward facing dog. Breathing in, right foot stepping up and through, lifting the chin, releasing the toes. Breathing out, left leg lightly stepping it through, take a deep fold. Breathing in as we unroll through the spine, gazing to your thumbs. Breathing out, follow your thumbs back to your heart. Breathing in, raising your arms high. And breathing out, open the body and fold on forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping back, releasing the knee and lifting your chin. Breathing out to step back and hold into your high plank. And breathing in to lower, knees, belly and chest. Breathing out to press away from the ground, lower the elbows down by your side. Breathing in as you lower, and breathing out, push off the ground to plank, and back off into downward dog. Breathing in, left leg stepping through, lifting the chin, releasing the toes. And breathing out, right leg stepping up and through, taking a deep fold. Breathing in, pull up through the belly as you unroll, gazing to your thumbs. And breathing out, follow your thumbs back to your heart. Breathing in as you raise your arms. Breathing out, open the chest and fold on forwards. Breathing in, right leg stepping back. Push down into the right hand, and this time turn to the left. Open your chest and look up towards your thumb. And just take a couple of breaths here, stretching back into the calf, gazing up towards your thumb. And then if we just draw down your left elbow to your left knee, take your back heel down to the floor and sweep forwards with your right arm. Take it all the way around the back body. Let it wrap around your waist. And then looking back over your shoulder for a couple of breaths. It's working on a little bit of release there for your inner thigh muscles. Half twist here through the neck and the shoulder. And then let's bring that arm all the way back on over. Hands back down to the floor, curling the toes behind you and stepping the feet together behind you. Come on down to your knees, belly and chest. And let's just take the hands to sit beneath your chin. As you take your right leg up, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bending the knee, pointing the toe and sending the leg over. Breathing in to draw it back and change. So just listening to your body here. And if you find you've got a little stiffness in the back, maybe keep the leg a little bit straighter. As you take the leg up, breathe in. And as you let the leg over, breathe out and try to relax the back muscles if you can. Breathing out, let's send the leg over. Breathing in to draw back. 2 more there. Breathing out, sending the leg over. Breathing in to draw back. Again, breathing out, sending the leg over. And breathing in. Then hands back beneath your shoulders. Offer the body up into a little up dog towards your cobra lift. And then gently lowering your body back. Let's curl the toes, engage the core. Breathe in, push up to plank. Breathe out into a downward facing dog. Breathing in, right foot, stepping up and through, releasing your left knee and lifting your chin up. Breathing out, let's carefully step up from the left. And take a fold. Breathing in as you unroll through your spine, gazing up to your thumbs. And breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, raising your arms. Breathing out, open the chest and fold the body forwards. Breathing in, left leg, stepping back, push down into the left hand and turn out to the right, gazing up towards your thumb. Again, really stretching into the back half, relax the shoulders, got that lovely opening there through the body. And don't forget to breathe, try not to hold your breath. And now let's just lower down your right elbow to your right knee, back heel down to the floor, and then sweep through with your left arm, nice big generous circle. Bring it all the way around the back body and then follow your body backwards, looking back over your shoulder. Just again, feel the inner thigh stretching as you bend your right knee a little more. And then let's bring the arm all the way back and over, hands beside your foot. Step the feet together behind and come on down to your knees, belly and chest. And now separating the feet a little wider, about as wide as your mat. Bring your right arm to come across the front edge of your mat. Take your left fingers towards the side and take a little in-breath to bring yourself up. And as you breathe out, let's glance over the left shoulder. Trying to keep the hips and the lower end of your body relaxed on the ground. Maybe you see your left foot. Maybe you see both feet. And gently bring the body back round. Swapping the arms over. Fingertips to the floor, and as you breathe in, rise up a little. And as you breathe out, glancing over the shoulder. And I know it's difficult to breathe, so you may find your breath is a little shorter here on these twists. And then gently bring it back around. Okay, coming into up dog, up in towards that cobra lift. Bring the body up, should be finding it's a little bit easier this time. And then slowly lower your body back down. Curling the toes, engaging the core. Breathe in as you push up to plank. Breathe out into a downward facing dog. Breathing in, left leg stepping through, lifting the chin, releasing the toes. And breathing out, right leg, lightly stepping it up and folding. And let's take a deep breath in as you unroll through your spine. And breathing out, hands back to your heart. Coming through a couple of our jump backs. Breathing and raising both arms. Breathing out to dive your body on forwards. Breathing in, raise the gaze. And breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in, hover or come to the belly and come up into an upward facing dog. Breathing out, if you're hovering or rolling over your toes and looking back up towards your navel in downward facing dog. Breathing in, round your back, look up. And breathing out, step or hop to your hands. Breathing in, lifting your chin. And breathing out, folding deeper. Breathing in, unroll through your spine, gazing up to your thumbs. And breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, diving your body on forwards. Breathing in, lift the chin. Breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in, hover or come to the belly. Pulling up and lifting your chin. Breathing out, rolling it over the toes if you are doing that today. And then pulling up through the belly beneath you. Breathing, come up to your toes. Breathing out, step or hop to your hands. Breathing and lifting chin. And breathing out deeper on the fold. Breathing in and roll through your spine, gazing up to your thumbs. And breathing out, follow the thumbs back to your heart. Breathing and raising both arms. And breathing out, folding the body on forwards. Breathing and lift the chin. Breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in, Chaturanga Dandasana, drawing up over your toes. Breathing out, rolling up high over your toes. Breathing in, round your back, look up. And breathing out, step or hop to your hands. Breathing in, lifting your chin. And breathing out, deeper fold. Breathing in as we roll through your spine, gazing up to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands back to your heart. We'll take one more. Breathing in, raising your arms high. And breathing out, dive on forwards. Breathing in, lift the chin. Breathing out, step or hop back. Breathing in, drawing up through your arms, lifting the chin. Breathing out, rolling over the toes, gaze to your navel. Breathing in, round your back, look up. Breathing out, step or hop to your hands. Breathing in, lifting your chin. And breathing out, fold a little deeper. And breathing in and roll through your spine, gazing up to your thumbs. And breathing out, hands to your heart. And just take a steady breath back in and back out. And now breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, open the chest, folding the body forwards. Stepping back with your left leg. Place your heel down towards the floor. Brace the front leg and getting ready to come up for warrior one. Open the shoulders a little, lengthening out through the fingertips. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Turn the palms up, breathe in. And as you breathe out, let's raise the arms high. And either you look up between the hands or looking up towards your thumbs. Unless your balance is really shaky today, in which case look forwards. Okay, and then lowering through into the front knee a little. Hips and ribs. Trying to line up with the short edge of your mat if you can. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, open into warrior two. Now we may go a little bit longer with this one. Rolling the front knee open. Relaxing your shoulders. Drawing the back hip open a little more. And a deep breath in. As you breathe out, come to reverse. Reaching backwards, straightening the front leg. And if you can, drawing the toes away from the ground. Feel that stretch coming along the right hand side of your body. From your armpit all the way down to your hip. And then flatten the foot back down. Clasp your fingers back behind you to humble warrior. Drawing down along the inside of your knee. And as we drop the head forwards a little, looking towards the back foot if you can, and letting your arms hang up and over. You're going to feel the stretch coming a little deeper now. Underneath your right leg, your hamstring, a little up into the glutes and around to the inner thigh again. And you've also got a shoulder girdle stretch with the arms coming back behind. Now let's bend the elbows and bring the hands upon the inside of your foot. Turn the back knee and lowering it down upon the ground. Turning the front foot open and coming into lizard. So as we bend a little at the elbows, easing down upon the inside of the leg. Now this might be plenty, okay? So you're going to know how tight this area of your body is, again, beneath your right leg. Now if you want to go in a slightly different direction with it, take your right arm underneath and put your right foot across and then onto its edge. And then lower your chest down towards your big toe. And then gently bring the body back up and walk your foot out to the side a little. So we've now got the knee in alignment with your ankle in front. And your back leg as far behind you as you're willing to go at this point. Then from here, let's bring the hands through the centre, raising them upwards again. And again, you can separate the palms as we did with warrior one, or you can keep your hands together, or maybe even take the hands a little further back. And then let's lower it carefully back down. And move off the hip flexor now and come into your half split. Digging the heel in towards the floor and dropping your shoulders away from your ears. Now if you can, you're extending a little through the tailbone, so just pressing the hips away. And that should result in a little bit more hamstring stretch work, which you may or may not want. If you get any pulling behind the knee, perhaps just soften the knee today. And then rounding up through your back and pop your knees beneath you. Coming into preparation of camel. So coming into a back bend, of which you may or may not want to go into fully. Starting off with some arm circles. So I'm raising one arm, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, following your hand all the way back and down. And then changing over. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, following the hand back, opening the shoulder and the chest. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath in. Lift the hips up, the ribs upwards and open chest. And again, breathing in, let's raise up, breathing out and opening it back and down. And if you'd like to do a few more just like that, please carry on. Or we can reach back, take a hold of the elbows and then offer the chest up towards the ceiling, keeping the bottom part of your body vertical if you can. And then if you'd like to, open up the neckline and looking back. Maybe reaching along for the back of your legs or reaching for your heels. And just really concentrating on opening up the front of your body. And again, you may be able to breathe a little bit. I know it is quite hard to breathe when we're completely open stretched. And then engage the core, come all the way back on up. Sliding your hands forwards, curl the toes and push all the way off into a long downward facing dog. Hopefully you've got a little bit more depth and your heels are getting further to the floor now. Let's raise the right leg up high, bending the knee, pointing the toe back. Just feel a little opening up there of your right hip. And then drawing the leg down and locking the two legs together and coming forwards into a single leg plank. Looking slightly beyond your fingers. Really, again, good opportunity here to connect into the core. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. And sending your hips back. Three-legged down dog, sending your right leg high on a split. And then bring your right knee towards your right elbow. Coming into that floating plank. And then your right foot towards your left hand. And your back heel down to the floor, raising your left hand into a fallen triangle. Now let's bring your hand back down. Bring your right knee towards your right wrist and slide back your left leg for your pigeon posture. So today, again, see how you feel. You might just want to put one hand on top of the other or make a little fist tower and lower your forehead down. And if you wanted to concentrate on just opening the hip up more, you could think of working the foot a little higher up, wriggling it up so it becomes more horizontal across the width of your mat. Okay, so you could stay like that, or you could come back up and bend up the back leg, coming in for a quad stretch. So balancing the shoulders a little if you can. And breathe in through your nose, out through your nose, wherever you have gone with this today. And now let's let go of the leg. Those of you who are down, come on up for me. And we're just going to spin round with your left leg. Bring it around to the front and come into a seated twist here. Let's draw across with your right arm to your left leg. Hug the leg in, sitting the body up nice and tall, looking over the shoulder. And then from here you could go to a half prayer, or you could reach beneath and find the fingers. Now let's gently untangle and let your left leg come all the way back round to the back. Come back in the way you went down, curling the toes, pressing back into your downward facing dog. Let's step up with your right foot and now lower your left knee halfway down your mat, coming up to a high kneel. Let's take a deep breath in, raising your left arm. As you breathe out, bring the elbow over to the far side of the knee, and it could be that we take the hands to a prayer position today, lifting and opening up the right armpit. We could take the arm across a little further, if the hand goes to the floor, having caught the arm over the top of your knee. from here if you'd like to, lifting up the back knee. And if it's still all going well, let's bring back over your right arm and look up towards your hand. And then releasing your arm, releasing your left arm, and let's lightly step the feet together at the top of your mat and take a nice deep fold. Breathing in as we unroll through your spine, and breathing out, travel the hands to your heart. Breathing in as you raise those arms, breathing out, diving your body on forwards. Breathing and step back with your right leg, place your heel down to the floor, brace your left leg, and then coming up in preparation of Warrior One. Opening your shoulders, relax your shoulders back a little. Breathing in, turning your palms. Breathing out, raising your arms high. Again, either look between your hands or look up to your thumbs. Again, nice strong position through your legs. Try and maintain an equal balance between your feet. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, opening out into Warrior Two. Come a little bit deeper into the knee. Again, the front knee opening up so the knee lines up with your foot. Engaging with your core, feel that midline of the body connected. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's straighten up the front leg. If you can, pull the toes off the floor, reach for the back leg and look up towards your upper hand, taking in that side body stretch. Now let's place the foot back down. Clasp your fingers back behind you. Gently lower your shoulder upon the inside of your knee. And then as we look back towards your back foot, letting your arms hang up and over. So again, feel that depth. Just going as far as you feel that you are happy with today. Shoulder girdle release here. And that deep inner thigh stretch. And then let's come on down with your hands and place them on the inside of your foot. Turning your back knee and lowering it to the floor, opening up your front foot. And then just placing your body just to come forwards. Okay, so you're taking some long deep breaths here. Noticing how this is. If you took the foot across last time, let's do that again. Pop it on its edge and taking your left hand beneath your left leg. Lowering down towards your big toe. And then coming back on up. Walking your foot out to the side a little. And then drawing your body up. Okay, again, good strong position here with your front leg. Raising your arms up through the middle into your crescent moon. Looking upwards towards your thumbs. Taking the arms back if you wish to. Or separating your hands if that feels better. And then coming all the way back down. Coming back upon that back knee, dig the heel in, draw your toes back, relax back the shoulders, press down from the centre of your chest. Coming into the half split, so working into calf and hamstring stretch. Again, remember if you need to, soften the knee a little, just take off the tension. And then rounding up through your back, draw your knees beneath you, and now curling your toes. And as we come up, this time around, as preparation, taking up your left arm, and then reaching back with your right hand and looking towards your right heel, and reaching backwards. And then changing over, deep breath in, and as we reach backwards, breathing out, opening it back. So it's less of a lean, more of a lift and open, and then change sides. Deep breath in, keep the quads vertical, so we're not going backwards in the legs. We're going backwards through the back, if we can, and change. Again, breathing out, lifting up through the chest, looking backwards. And then either do another couple of those, if that's working well at this point in practice, or reach around for your elbows, offering the chest up again, and then if it's okay to open back, open up the neck, reach for the back of your legs, or reach for your heels. And breathe, deep breath, if you can. Then engaging with your core, and come slowly back on up. Placing your hands to the floor, spreading your fingers out lovely and wide, curl the toes, and press out into a downward facing dog. Just send the hips back a little bit more now if you can. Let's take the right leg up high, and bend the knee, pointing the toe back a little. And then connecting the two legs together and come forwards into a single leg plank. Looking slightly ahead, squeezing the knees together. Feel the core connection, feel the breath. We need the breath now, re-oxygenating the body. Let's send the hips back again. Downward facing dog split, lifting the left leg up nice and high. And then bring through your left knee towards your left elbow, come into a little floating plank. And then coming through with your left foot towards your right hand, back heel to the floor, raising high with your right arm, really pushing up through the body, working through the waist, strength work here for the shoulder, and bring the hand back down. Let's bring your left knee towards your left wrist. And again, wriggle the back leg away. Maybe one hand on top of the other, okay, or a little fist tower. And just, if it feels good to be in this passive position, really great for stretching through the hamstrings, the glutes, and the hips on that left leg. If you are coming up, bringing up the back leg, drawing it in. Nice deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your nose. And then letting the leg go. If you're down, coming up please. And now just bring around your right leg, coming into our seated twist posture. Let's draw the left arm in towards your right knee. Sitting the body up tall. Either hold the leg or bring the elbow across or reach beneath the knee and find the fingers. Trying to really lengthen through the back, through your neck. Now let's release. Coming back out the way we went in. So sweeping your right leg back, hands back down to the floor, and gently, lightly step back to a downward dog. Now let's step on up with your left leg and drop your right knee halfway down the mat. Okay, raising up high with your right arm, deep breath in. As you breathe out, either hands to prayer and twist, or bring your hand to the floor and lean in. And either stay as you are or lift up the back knee, balance either on the toes or put the heel flat. And then bring back over your left arm looking up towards your hand. And then releasing your arm, releasing out your right arm and lightly stepping the feet together. Deep fold into the knees. And then breathing in as you unroll through your spine. Breathing out, hands drawing back to your heart. And letting your arms go. Okay, so coming into a couple of balances. I'm going to work into tree. I'm going to work up into dancer. And then also working up into eagle today. So a couple of different balances coming in. Bring back your shoulders a little, roll them back. Engage your core. And then set your gaze point, looking to something ahead of you that doesn't move. Let's bring up your right foot and place it either to your calf or above your knee. Bring the hands in towards your heart and then slowly making way up through the midline of your body. Taking your right hand behind the left if you can. And stay focused, engaging well with the core, slowing down the breath. And then releasing your right arm, releasing your right leg and taking a hold. Letting your left arm come down and gently coming into a quad stretch by drawing back your right leg. And then gently come back and through, bending a little into your left leg and then wrap your right leg around. Take your left arm across the body and your right arm wraps underneath. And then gently from there, rounding your back a little with your elbow coming towards your knee. And if you can, use a little breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Feel that stretch through your back, your hips, your shoulders. A lot going on with the balance. And slowly unraveling. Extend the leg a little. Bring it down. And bring your hands back to your heart. Okay. Steady the breath again. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. And getting ready for the left hand side. Let's draw the left leg up. Find an area you can work with. Pressing the foot towards the leg. Pressing your leg back against your foot. And slowly making way, if you're ready, up to the ceiling. Taking your left hand back behind your right. And now slowly taking down your left arm and turning your left foot. And carefully coming forwards a little with your right arm and bringing your right leg away. And drawing gently back on up. Bending a little into your right knee, taking your left leg across, tucking it round if it will go, taking your right arm across, your left arm beneath and wrapping your arms up. And gently rounding your back a little if you can. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. And then gently unravel. Extend the leg a little. Bring it back down. Hands back in at your heart. Okay, we'll come back along the mat a little. So drawing your heels in and your toes apart. Rising up into your tiptoes. And coming down, if it's okay with your knees, to lower through. If it's not okay, then please come down a different way. Okay, so today, coming into your crow position, think about how you're going along with this. Alright, if you don't want to take your crow position, you could stay as you are and work the feet and hold the balance. If you're coming into crow, we've got the hands coming down to the floor, and then we're doing one of two things. We're either wrapping the knees around the outside of your triceps, looking forwards and gently finding a little bit of balance. Or we're going higher and putting the knees up in towards the upper back of your arms. And again, same thing here, looking forwards. Take your time. No sudden movements. Doesn't work well with these sort of things. And trying to breathe, if you can, and focus. And then when you're all done, come on down. Okay, coming to a seated position. Now I'm going to do a little bit more work for your hips here. So I've got my feet on the floor. I'm going to take my hands down to either side and then just work onto some windscreen wiper legs. So just working one knee across and then the other knee across. So if you can, the inside knee is getting down to the ground. Alright, so this is nice and you might want to stay with this. Or you could take the hands off the floor and do it without. So it will be, again, a little more focused. You will find that you end up creeping up the mat a little. Alright, so that happens. Like I say, just moving gently, working through the hips. You may find your abdominals working a little bit if you've taken the hands away. Alright, last one. And take it away. Alright, soles of the feet together. So that should have helped a little for the next posture. The feet can be away from the body or they can be close to the body. Again, whatever feels like it's a good fit for you. And we're going to work on rounding the back. Okay, so we're going to bring the head in towards your feet if possible. But again, just doing what you feel you can. Like I say, if you bring your feet further away, that might feel nicer. So rounding the back, head coming down. You're going to get a little bit more working for the inner thighs. So you could use your elbows a little on the inside of your legs. So you could just gently encourage the legs down by pressing the elbows to the calves. And then slowly coming back on up. Taking the legs into the box split. So we're going to open the legs out a little. And again, this can be quite an interesting stretch sometimes. So you can stay upright and that might be enough. Okay, enjoy. Or you can walk forwards a little. You may get as far as placing the elbows down. Okay, and again, going to feel a different area of the inner thigh stretching to that of the last exercise that we did, the last stretch that we did. Now if it feels okay, we could lower the chest down towards the floor. So you're easing down and then you can reach back out towards your big toes and hold on. And then gently, let's draw the body to lift back on up. Bring the legs in together. And then cradling up your right leg. Now we can either come up into a half lotus, drawing the foot towards the crease at the top of your leg, or you can put your foot towards the inside of your leg, coming into like a sitting down tree. So decide which one you want to work onto. Always protect the knee should be in its tracking line, it shouldn't be twisted. Then from here, we're coming forwards. If you have your half lotus, hold on to your big toe and hold on to your big toe. If not, bring your right arm across towards your left leg and take the head downwards if you can. your glutes. And then reaching over with your left hand. And then reaching over back with your right. And turning. So you're reaching towards your left leg. And then turning your body so you're looking back up towards the ceiling. So get a lovely stretch along the side body. Then from there, if you do want to change the position of your left hand, reach underneath and hold on to your heel with your left hand. And then gently coming back on up, changing the legs over, drawing in your left foot either for the inside of your leg or coming up into half lotus, cradling from beneath and drawing the foot to the top of your leg. If your foot to the leg, reach your left arm towards your right leg. If you're in half lotus, maybe reach back for your big toe and come forwards to your big toe. And take some nice, slow, deep breaths here. And then bring your body back on up. Let's take back the left leg towards your glutes, so the knee is wide. Reach your right arm towards your left leg, and then reaching over with your left hand towards your right leg. Reaching over, and then if you can, turning your gaze up towards the ceiling. And then from there, if you want to go beneath with your right hand, reach under and find your heel, and reaching across. And then gently coming back on out, untangle your body. And now coming down onto your back, I'm going to finish with some relaxation. So if you need any clothing, putting on. If you need anything to go over your eyes, place that on. Lowering your body carefully back on down. Let the feet separate a little. Let your palms place up towards the ceiling if you can. And just giving yourself now permission to just let go. So we'll start with the sighs. Take a deep breath in and sigh out of your mouth. Again, deep breath in and sigh out of your mouth. One more time. Take a deep breath in and then sigh down into your body with your mouth shut. And you can do that as many times as you need to. Sometimes even halfway through your relaxation, it just feels good to do that again. And just releasing expression upon your face. Just feel your mouth gently relaxing. Just releasing the concentration around your eyes. Relaxing your shoulders. Relax your neck. Try not to hold your head in any position. Relaxing your arms, your hands. Just let them feel heavy by your side. Be aware of where your body meets the ground in slightly heavier places. And just again, relax the muscles around that area. Relaxing your glutes, relaxing your heels, your shoulders. Relax the muscles along the front of your legs and the back of your legs. And letting your belly feel calm. Maybe just the gentle raise and fall of it with your breath. And letting your body just soak up your practice. Soaking up the physical activities that you've just been working through. Working into your strength. The usage and range of motion of your joints. And of course your mental focus. But just now, let it go. Letting go of your practice for today. And without changing your position, just start to breathe a little deeper. In through your nose, out through your nose. And then starting to stretch your fingers out, working the fingers and working your wrists. Then moving into your ankles, your toes and your feet. And then start to ground your feet again. And rock your knees a little from side to side, noticing your lower back muscles. And then if you can, keeping your eyes shut, roll across to one side of your body and gently come back up to seated. And just finding a seated position of your choice. Just finishing with a single Om, unifying practice. Deep breath in. Om. Breathing in, raising your arms high. And as you breathe out, come down to your crown, your third eye, your throat, and your heart. And we can bow to the practice, bow to each other, honouring our light and our energy. Well done today. Thank you for joining me.